the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure
Stadium.
on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. Here's Steven Sims on a return from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. To Harris to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Pickett now on first down. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. To the air on first down with Pickett. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Harris running straight ahead. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers. So he had a nice run to get him down there. He stopped just short of the goal line.
Yes, sir. Come on, bro. Yo, Diaz.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. That's a room to run now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. they still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Cousins forced out to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll throw again. Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to Detroit. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Pickett now from the gun here. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett completes this one to Pickens. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. 2 minutes on.
Of course I'm the best Madden player. What you mean? Of course. Hey, you can run it if you want. PS5, come on.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So get a chance to
all you gotta do is keep him down on the way. I do.
To throw, Cousins.
Pick.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They try to throw on second down. But
ain't no way it's not a pick, bro. I'm reading that shit.
He's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Cousins on fourth down. And it's incomplete.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Already. You better quit already, bro? You left.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Oh no, bro. Hey. Tell your people watch me, bro. For real. I'm trying to get my viewers up. I'm trying to get some more games in. Play start playing for money and shit. So the Jets. I'm trying to do like wagers and shit. Like, play for some money and shit. With matching gold things, bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Jets.
Yes, sir, bro. Bro, I'll play with the Texans next game. I swear to God, bro. Trust.
We are underway from MetLife Stadium. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Alright, let's get it. Okay. My fault, my girl sleeping.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. White. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
It's a quarterback sneak and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls.
All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick,
Damn,
and the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Dalton now to pass. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive. And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
Another chance for Dalton. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun. It's a run for Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 22, Dalton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Dalton. Got an open man. It's Olave. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This will be caught at about the 6. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 3rd down. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. From the shotgun, here's White. He finds Corey Davis. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis, 73 yards. And the Jets
I got the best tip on this game, my boy.
Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points. That's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but man, they did. We're all tied at 8.
It's this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J.
Easy read, easy read.
Take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's White. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Looking long for Thomas. And this throw will be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. On 1st and 10, White. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. On 2nd down to run with Hall. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now White with a 1st down throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. White. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they will get field goal range.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Dalton. With a catch made by Johnson. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And it'll be Dalton again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. On 1st down, it's White. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Straight ahead is Hall. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. To throw, White. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by DJ Reed, and the Jets are going to take possession of the football. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Room here to run. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's White. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. White. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
White throwing on fourth down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield here, Dalton. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is caught. He hits Landry. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Kamara try the right side. Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw here, Dalton. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now left side on the swing pass. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Caught on a slant. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts right out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hall again. And he's got room. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Hall on a give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And they take a knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the dirt, out the block. I was already sold, I don't work by 10 o'clock. Used to leave in the streets, felt that baby, that bitch a lot. Whenever I come, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with 2, I paid it in the book. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man,
this is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, a rematch of Super Bowl 48, and it should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Touchdown, Seattle.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, He was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, next-gen stats says 21.8 miles per hour.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At the 31-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Washington now brings this out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Judy. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing